Brings up 3rd and 2 from the 30-yard line of the Bearcats. Cochran under center this time. Mannion in the backfield. We got movement. Yeah. Moved early, but there's the flag. Got to come a little late, but the running back just a little early, wanting to get out of his position. There's the call. False start. And so that'll back it up 5 yards to the 25-yard line. 35-yard line, excuse me.
Long 3rd down here.
So now a 3rd and 7. Yes, Bearcats need a big stop here after the early turnover. It'd be great to get a stop and not find themselves in a hole like they did last week against the Indians.
And if Park Hills watch film on that game, they may be in 4-down territory as we struggled to move the ball last week.
Cochran looks, passes outside. Wrapped up, brought down at the 7-yard line. So Day with the reception. Seth Rogers, the open field tackle, brings up 4th and 5 after the gain of 1, almost 2. So from the Bearcat 33, looks like you called it, Kevin. The Rebels are in 4-down territory. 4th and 5, I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see an attempt at a hard count right here and get it the easy way.
Well, not a bad call. I mean, unless you've just got a really precise punter, you're not going to gain much by the punt.
No. Fake the handoff to Maine and pass outside. Trapped. Incomplete. Pass intended for Jake Casey. Coverage by Nate Gargas, but the pass fell just a little low. Would have been close to the 1st down, but he would have been down at the catch had he made the catch.
So big stop early on for the Bearcat defense.
So the Bearcats take over at their 33-yard line with 8:38 to go here in the first quarter. Hayden Hillis, excuse me, back in at quarterback.
Rain coming down just a little bit harder now.
Hear it off the metal roof. Hand off Caleb Hoggard. He's hit at the line, bends forward for a gain of about 3. Gets across the 35, gain of 2. So bring up a 2nd and 8.
Hoggard out last week with an injury as a result of the Caruthersville game. But back this week, Bearcats still without Luke Boyer. AJ, another lineman out.
Jake Harris out this week, the center, so Colton Gibson slides over to center. Hillis fakes a handoff to Hoggard. We got a fumble recovered by the Rebels.
Fumble on the play, recovered by the Rebels.
So an unfortunate turn of events for that Dexter Bearcat offense again. They've now had 3 offensive plays and 2 turnovers with 7:58 to go here in the first quarter.
Rebels will put it in play 1st and 10 on the Bearcat 34-yard line.
Cochran under center. Mannion and Jones in the backfield. This time to Jones. Hit at the line of scrimmage, try to get away. Great tackle there. Number 57 for the Bearcats. Austin Guy. Called his name a lot this year, Kevin.
Yeah, Austin's had a good junior year, and from just watching, he has some more pop than just about anybody out there.
So brings up 2nd and 9 from the Bearcat 34. Again, Cochran under center. Gets Jones in motion. Pitches out to Mannion coming to the near side. Mannion cuts back up into traffic. He's hit and brought down at the 34-yard line. Check that 29-yard line. Just inside the 30, not quite to the 30 or 29. So that'll bring up 3rd and 6 with 6:57 to go in the ball game.
I hope these Bearcats come out and play with a lot of emotion senior night here at Charles Bland Stadium. So for these guys, it may be the last time they dress out on this field. Fumble.
Picked up by Cochran, but tackled by Braxton Foster, the senior, again playing on the line.
Braxton Foster.
So a loss of about 8. Bring up 4th and 14. Call it 4th and 15. Kevin, if the district were ending this morning, these two teams would be matched up in the first round of the playoffs as Park Hills Central sits 3rd in the district and Dexter Bearcats sitting at 6th. Cochran looking back to pass. On the run, gets away. Going deep. And Gargis had a chance for an interception. Probably would have come down out of bounds, but broken up by Gargis. Brings up 4th and 15 as the pass was intended.
Actually, 1st and 10 for the Bearcats. So
correct. It was 4th and 15. So
down.
Yeah, you want to knock that one down anyway, instead of having the ball on the 8 or 9. Take the ball over on the 39.
He made a great break on the ball. I mean, it appeared that the receiver was wide open. Good pursuit by the defensive line for the Bearcats.
Pass intended for number 1, Jake Casey, I believe.
Just need to see this offense tune up some yards here as their
Hillis.
defense is strong.
Hillis from the shotgun. Hoggard in the backfield with him. Hand off to Hoggard. Cuts back. Gets going against grain and grinds out to about the 45-yard line of the Bearcats. So a gain of 6 to bring up 2nd and 4. Nice run there by Caleb. Will Hopkins making the stop for the Rebels. But the Rebels in here at a record of 4 and 3. And Bearcats at 2 and 4. Had a bye week, the Bearcats did. Peyton again. Hayden Hillis misses the snap. Picks it up. Scrambles. Gets outside. Tries to get around one. Can't do it. Good open field tackle there by Jones. So a loss back to the original line of scrimmage. Back to the 39-yard line. Hillis did a great job policing up the ball and scrambling for a few yards. Brings up 3rd and 10. They're going to call it 3rd and 9 as they spot the ball, the nose right on the 40-yard line. So Jake Harris on the sidelines is the starting center. Colton Gibson, who played center last year, getting the duties tonight. Hillis scrambles right, looks, has Rivera, misses a tackle, shakes a tackle, tosses it. Try to get the pass to Seth Rogers. Incomplete. Brings up a 4th and 9, and we see the punt team coming on the field.
Bring up a 4th and 9 Bearcats.
Last week with Hoggard out, Corey Hawkins handled the punt duties and averaged 37.5 yards a punt, Kevin, including a 50-yarder. Ernesto Rivera, again, his first game, the senior though, but he is back to perform the punt duties tonight.
Dawson Day back deep for the Rebels.
Snap. Nice kick
nice
by
punt.
Rivera. Takes a Rebel bounce and dies. Going to be down at the Rebel 37-yard line, so they'll take over there with 4th and 5th, or 4:15 to go in the first. Kevin, this game is brought to you in part by Bagby Wealth Management. Bagby Wealth Management offers a wide array of financial planning services to clients in all stages and walks of life. Can assist you with wealth management, retirement planning, college planning, estate planning, and business planning. When you're ready to pursue your investment goals or you're in need of advice beyond investing, call Bagby Wealth Management, 573-624-4771, or find us on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, or our website at bagbywealth.com. Now the rain's coming down, Kevin. Not here in the booth. Not here in the booth.
Thankful for coverage right now.
And the handoff coming outside to Casey, gets outside, turned back up by Gargis, wrapped up by Rivera, and brought down by Rivera, Corbin Strong, and Mason Keena at the 50-yard line, so a gain of 12. for Jake Casey. Well-designed play by the Rebels. Bearcats did a good job of stringing him outside, but the Rebels just kept those blockers out there for Casey. Wound up with a 12-yard gain. Field looks good tonight. The Boosters, again, got the pink ribbons on the field just inside the 30-yard, or between the 30 and 25-yard lines. October Breast Cancer Awareness Month. You'll see a lot of the boys out there also with pink socks, etc. Guess last week was the pink out game.
And there's been all kinds of events here in Stoddard County. A lot of hits for hope. Many of the schools doing that, volleyball.
Cochran from the shotgun. Swings it out to Mannion. Cuts back again and again. Wrapped up by Justin Kinley and brought by Kinley. And now we got a flag thrown late. Let's see what that is. It may have got Rogers came in. Let's see if they got a face mask. Came from the back judge.
It is. Surely it's an inadvertent face mask, which would just be a
5.
Is it a 5? Yeah,
I believe
5.
so, yeah. After the play, personal foul, face mask against Dexter. So
Foul, face mask against the Bearcats.
that's going to tack on 15 yards from the spot of the foul.
I missed
So first and at the end of the run, excuse me. So from the 25, after a gain of 25, get another 15 yards, and that'll bring it down to just outside the 10 to the 12-yard line.
First and 10 for the Rebels.
For the Bearcats. So first and 10 from the Bearcat 12.
So the Rebels, first time inside the red zone tonight.
You know, and I was just getting ready to say, too, last week the Bearcats, 0 penalties after, I think, a lot of penalties at Crothersville. And Rebels grinding down inside the 5.
Will Hopkins, the ball carrier.
So gain of about 6. Hopkins on the carry for the Rebels.
Ernesto Rivera making the stop for the Bearcats.
And that's number 3, Ernesto Rivera, again the senior in his first game this year, making the stop for the Bearcats. Ernesto playing safety. Will Hopkins, the carrier again, bounces outside in for the touchdown. Hopkins with 140-plus yards last week against Perryville. And had a couple of good strong runs here late in the first quarter to give his Rebels an early lead.
Justin Bridges on to attempt the point after.
So Bridges, number 27, in for the point after try. Jake Casey, the holder. The snap, ball's up, and good. So with 2:52 to go, the Rebels are going to take a 7-0 lead. Kevin, winning on the football field doesn't happen by accident. Players and coaches work throughout the long summer, conditioning for the rigors of competition. Practice upon practice, the lessons learned by our Dexter student athletes will, however, serve them well for a lifetime. Lessons of discipline and teamwork, hard work, and commitment to excellence. At Bank of Advance, we believe in the character that sports helps to build, and we're proud to help support athletes on the field and in the classroom. Bank of Advance, where a handshake still matters. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Well, if you're wanting to watch multiple games tonight, YHC certainly giving you that option, as they have Malden and Kennett, Piggott and Hoxie. A little Northeast Arkansas action. Then, of course, here live Dexter and Park Hills.
Speaking of Northeast Arkansas football, I know we talked about Gosnell and Truman last week and big matchup, and your alma mater got by the powerhouse. So congratulations, Truman, putting together a pretty good team there this year.
They did, and it was on the road, and I know the Truman fan base excited. It's been a few years since Truman's been able to take one away from Gosnell, as they're traditionally a very good football team.
Always have a lot of speed and just enough size.
Yep.
Mannion with the long kick. Kinley loses the handle, but he was down as his knee was down when he picked the ball up on the 10. So unfortunate turn of events for Kinley, mishandling the kick, but he was called down.
Yeah. He better shake the ref's hand as he goes off the field. And I think he was down. His knee stretched
Yes,
out.
I was surprised. I was just getting ready to say I don't know where the whistle was because he looked down from way up here.
So 4 receiver set for the Bearcats.
Hillis in the shotgun. Hoggard in the backfield with him. And we got a whistle. May have false start. We do against Dexter. That'll back them up 5 yards. So instead of 1st and 10 from the 10, we'll have 1st and 15 from the 5.
Well, we get our first cool temperatures, but paying for it with the rain a little bit. Still coming down, and like Ed said earlier, maybe it'll move out in the second half.
Hillis, hand off to Hoggard, faked it, kept it, cuts back up against the grain, has some opening, and he's going down the sideline. Has to get around Jones. Jones, nice tackle, going to be called for the horse collar, it looks like. And so he 35-yard run by Hayden Hillis. He's tackled at the 40. I saw a motion, but the flag didn't come out. So actually he got out to the 42-yard line. So a 37-yard run. Nice run by Hayden Hillis. It's one thing Hillis brings to the game at quarterback that Driscoll more of a traditional drop back. Hand off to Hoggard, but he's hit immediately in the backfield. Loss of 2 at the 40. Number 58, Tanner Friend, and 74, big 74, Eli Ford on the tackle.
Yeah, he's big. Little surprised we've not seen any carries by Corbin Strong yet. And that may be by design, as we're already heavy on the injuries.
So 2nd and 12. Again, a handoff to Hoggard. Ducks his head, but no hole to go through. And so maybe a gain of 1. They're going to spot him at the 42, the original line of scrimmage. So that'll bring up 3rd and 10 with 1:28 to go here in the first. But that defensive line's a big line. And the Bearcat guards got their work cut out for them tonight. Hillis looking to pass. Looks right, or left. Wrapped up, trying to get away, gets away, and then brought down at the 30.
Hillis brought down by number 58.
Number 58, Tanner Friend on the sack. So a loss of 12 brings up a 4th and 22. They're going to spot it at the 32, so a loss of 10.
Yeah, the
brings up 4th and 20.
They were trying to set up some hitch and goes there, and Hillis unfortunately just did not have enough time to throw the ball once the receivers got downfield.
Rivera back to punt. Mannion back to receive.
Nearly blocked.
Almost got it. There's the pass, or the punt. is down and gets a Bearcat roll down to the Rebel 34. Down by number 25, Colton Evans. The Rebels to take over with 7.3 seconds to go here in the first from their 34-yard line.
I believe my good friend, the Medleys, are at home watching tonight. Decided not to get all the kids out, so I know little Maverick loves football, and he and Gavin enjoy the games, but watching it from the comfort of a dry living room tonight.
You bet. Corcoran from the shotgun. Got trips right. Looks to his right and swings it out to Mannion. Mannion tackled immediately.
Yeah, covered well.
By Nate Gargis. Good open field tackle by Nate at the line of scrimmage, so brings up 2nd and 10. And there's the horn, so at the end of the first quarter, Rebels on top 7-0. And we're going to take a quick break. You're watching Bearcat Football Live on YAC TV.
On November 6th, vote for Jerry Howard, candidate for state representative for the 151st District. Jerry Howard is committed to the advancement of Scott and Stoddard counties. He's previously served over 15 years in the state legislature and earned legislative awards as Southeast Missouri's state senator. Jerry Howard played an integral role in appointing Bloomfield native Jack Matthews to the State Veterans Commission in bringing the Veterans Cemetery to Stoddard County. Jerry Howard has been recognized for his service to our seniors, educators, and the heart of our local economy, our farmers and ranchers. He's motivated to represent you and bring sensible leadership to Jefferson City. Vote Jerry Howard for state representative on November 6th.
I am a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm here to talk about life, your dreams, your work, your family, and how you can protect it all with a company that will talk to you with the honesty of a farmer and take care of you with the integrity of a neighbor. I'll make sure no detail is left uncovered so your family can breathe easy. Because just like you, I chose to build a life in Missouri too. I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm from Missouri for life.
For the best service in air conditioning, it's AirTech Heating and Air.
And welcome back. The Rebels 2nd and 10 from their 35-yard line. Corcoran looking going deep over the middle to Jones. Knocked away by Seth Rogers. Great coverage. So Seth had good position. It was underneath. The pass was a little underthrown. Had it been out on his front shoulder, Seth been chasing him down for a tackle.
Yeah. When he had the better angle, I could hear the Park Hills coaches over here talking about, go back to the ball, go back.
Yes.
Kind of waited on it.
Which is it's kind of hard when your momentum's taking you one way. You got to get yourself stopped and then get the momentum going the other way. Corcoran again looking back. Foster got him, wrapped up Braxton Foster with a sack. Brought down at the 32-yard line, so a loss of 2 to bring up 4th and 12. So Braxton Foster, his second tackle for loss.
Well, neither team able to really put together much offense, and it's evident with the stats. They were neck and neck with about 37 yards for Park Hills in the first quarter, 28 for the Bearcats, and that was mainly on one run by Hillis.
And here's the punt.
Nearly got that by Gargis.
Gargis was close, and it's away. Got to be down by Jones at the Bearcat 32-yard line. Well, 31. So 1st and 10 for the Bearcats. Kevin, this game is brought to you in part by 1 Mile Smile Dentistry in Dexter. At 1 Mile Smile, they enjoy all aspects of dentistry. You name it, they can do it. Cleanings, fillings, dentures, root canals, extractions, or implants. They're happy to talk to you about performing any of those services and many more. Dr. Sire strives to be affordable, accommodating, and friendly. Call for an appointment or consultation at 573-624-8236 or visit them at 1 Corporate Drive off 1 Mile Road in Dexter. Well, the rain's going to get a little heavier before it gets a little lighter.
Yeah. It's just a steady, can't really call it a mist, but.
No, and here's the handoff to Hoggard. He's met by a wall of white jerseys again. Gets to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that's a problem with when your whole line's turned around watching
Yes.
other white jerseys. We got to figure out a way to maintain some blocks.
And so a loss of 1 brings up 2nd and 11. Call it 2nd and 12 from the 30-yard line. Referees have the work cut out for them keeping the ball dry tonight.
Yes.
Doing a good job so far, I guess. Hillis from the shotgun. Rivera deep here to the near side. Gargis in the wide out. Kinley up top. Rogers in motion. He with the ball. Tries to get outside. Turns the corner. Hurdles, and he's brought out of bounds. Get a gain of about 1, maybe 2. The original line of scrimmage. And so bring up 3rd and 10. Great job by Park Hills. The defense just stringing it out and stringing it out.
Yeah, that was textbook pursuit on a sweep like that. Just either play them out of bounds, don't let them turn it up.
Strong back in the backfield with Hayden Hillis. Gargis and Rogers in the slots. Hillis looking, quick pass, Gargis complete. Wrapped up immediately, gain of about 6. Call it 5. He could have get to about the 37-yard line. Boy, I've seen all night Park Hills helping the Bearcats up after every tackle. Great sportsmanship from the team. I like seeing that. We're gonna go bang head for a play. The whistles blow. We're all friends. So brings up 4th and 5. We'll call it 4th and long 5, short 6. And Rivera back to punt. Better snap. Fumbled it. Picked up, fumbled. Now Rivera gets it and run out of bounds. So it's going to be a turnover on downs. The Bearcat 32-yard line.
I'm not sure what happened on that. It's just like it fell out of Rivera's hands. I mean,
Yeah.
it's wet. I mean, so I know the ball's not easy to handle, but it's almost like he was going to drop kick it, and it dropped too quick on him.
The Rebels will put the ball in play on the Bearcat 28-yard.
So they're actually getting spotted on the 28-yard line of the Bearcats. So excellent field position again for the Rebels. Corcoran under center. Mannion and Hopkins. Hopkins with the ball this time. Wrapped up by Brock Simmons immediately. Grinds out a gain of maybe 2. Bring up 2nd and 8.
Ball carrier hit at the line of scrimmage by number 74, Brock Simmons.
Colton Gibson also in on that tackle.
Bearcats have had some stops tonight, and they need another one here.
So they spotted on the 28, so brings up 2nd and 10. 9 minutes to go here in the second. Corcoran under center. Jones back in the backfield at the I-back. Mannion fullback. And we got movement again. You know, earlier this illegal procedures, and I'm sure the coaches are, but I don't want to call names, but Jones just gets a little anxious. He did earlier. He's anticipating the snap, which they all know the count, and he's just excited to get that ball.
Yeah.
And he's not taking a step, but he is leaning forward at the time of the snap, and they're going to get him every time.
You can see his quarterback there telling him, hey,
Yeah.
quit.
Exactly.
That's it. Come on.
Yeah. Once was too many.
Yeah.
You know what coach is going to do to you Monday in practice.
Yeah, it's never
I'm watching
good.
out for you now, okay, bud? Hopkins in the backfield. He takes the ball. He's a big back.
Yeah.
He grinds out again. He's hit immediately, though. He gets to about the 30. So it'll bring up 3rd and 12. Gain of 3. Corbin Strong on leading the Bearcats on the stop.
If I remember right, I believe Park Hills was one of the first schools in the Boot Hill to redo their football complex with turf field and
After St. Genevieve.
St. Jim before them. Okay.
Yes. But, you know, Park Hills, I believe, have finished first in the district the last 6 years. And, you know, but those schools a little further north, the grass doesn't grow as thick as it does down here. And but they've got a beautiful complex up there. And they got timeout
Park Hill.
Timeout Park Hills. So with that timeout, we're going to take a quick break. You're watching Bearcat Football Live on YHC TV.
For the best service in air conditioning, it's AirTech Heating and Air in Dexter. They service both commercial and residential customers and provide additional services including plumbing, electrical, and appliance repair. AirTech is a Carrier factory authorized dealer, and currently Carrier is offering cool cash rebates, providing you extra savings towards a new AC unit. Has served the area as a family business since 1960, now led by NATE certified Jason Johnson. He holds the highest certification in the heating, cooling. For the best service in air conditioning, it's family business since 1960, now led by NATE certified Jason Johnson. He holds the highest certification in the heating, cooling, and refrigeration industry. Call today to get the expert service of AirTech in Dexter.
And welcome back. So it brings up 3rd and 12 for the Rebels. Probably in 4-down territory. They're inside the Bearcat 30, or at the Bearcat 30. Corcoran from the shotgun. Fakes the handoff to Mannion. Swings out right. Caught in the air. Wrapped up by Nate Gargis immediately, but it's going to be a gain of about 7 to the 25-yard line. Pass complete. Braxton Foster out there to help clean up the tackle. So that's going to bring up 4th and 7 from the 25-yard line of the Bearcats. And you see Corcoran running the play in.
Well, the Bearcats with an opportunity to have another big defensive stop. They've had a few tonight.
Yes.
And there's that hard count you were talking about. We almost got him.
Mannion cuts back into the middle, but he's wrapped up, brought down at the 20. He's going to be short of the first down from our vantage point. And it is a first down, Dexter Bearcats. Seth Rogers leading the Bearcats on that tackle. So 1st and 10 from the Bearcat 20. You see Colton Evans coming in. Peyton Hillis now bringing the play. Seth Rogers got a little ginger there. We'll see him back in a play or two, I'm sure. They're taking a look at him right now. Hillis from the shotgun. Hoggard in the backfield with. We got Kinley and Gargis in the slots. Pass intended for Justin Kinley, incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10. Ernesto Rivera running over to coach, getting the play. Well, the closest TV weather station indicated with rain was supposed to be out of here by 8 o'clock. It's got 25 minutes. Hillis from the shotgun. Design run. Cuts back up, cuts back against the grade. Brought down at the 22-yard line, so a gain of about 2. Tackle by number 58. Tanner Friend. And number 5, Gage Mannion. Gage coming from the far side, outside linebacker.
Defensively there in the first quarter, Seth Rogers led all tacklers with 3, and then that was followed up by Nate Gargis and Braxton Foster, both with 2. So seniors
getting it done tonight.
Getting it done.
Glad to see Gargis and Rogers, but same time not, since they're the last line of defense. You'd rather see those linemen and linebackers making it. Corbin Strong, big hole up the middle, keeps on grinding. Down at the 43-yard line of the Bearcats.
I wonder when we
So a 21-yard gain by Corbin Strong. It looked like maybe the Rebels were doing a little stunting.
Yep.
And Bearcats caught it just right.
And Corbin's so explosive out of that backfield.
So first down for the Bearcats. I believe that's only about their second one.
Second one. The other one came on Hillis's long run.
Yes. It's funny. All we got to do is just run the ball for long runs every time. The game works well. Strong income. Misses the tackle. Ducks his head. Grinds out 4. Gets to the 47-yard line. Bring up 2nd and 6. Great job by Corbin as he almost had was tackled for a loss.
54, Evan Sidebottom on stop.
And Evan Sidebottom on the tackle, number 54 for the Rebels. Hillis looking to keep it. Turns the corner, grinds it out, gets to the 43-yard line of the Rebels. They're going to mark him down at the 44, so first down. After a 10-yard gain for Hayden Hillis. And that's really where Coach Pixley's offense comes alive with a mobile quarterback. When you got to protect against the quarterback running, it really starts to open up those passing lanes a lot. And without having a mobile quarterback threat, it really gets things awful congested. Hand off to Hoggard, cuts back. Gain of about 2.
Corbin Strong carrying the ball, picking up 2 on the play. Brought down by number 64.
And number 64, Durante Martin on the tackle for the Rebels. 2nd and 8. Park Hills 47, check that, 42-yard line. From the shotgun. Strong in the backfield, he'll take the ball. He faked it. Hillis gets outside, looking to tut it back. Gets inside the 30, down at the 27, 26-yard line. So a 16-yard gain by Hayden Hillis. Boy, and that's what a Corbin Strong having some success with the. They got to stop him, and you can fake that hand, and it allowed Hayden to spring free. As you saw that interior line and the linebackers key in on number 31. So 1st and 10. Park Hills 26. 4 minutes to go here in the half. Hand off to Strong. He's hit, brought down at the 26, a gain of about 1.
Strong carrying the ball for the Bearcats, pick up of a couple on the play.
Number 58.
Making a stop for Park Hills.
Check that, it was Hopkins with the stop. Faked it again. This time Hillis is. Hey, they're not supposed to pick them up and then throw them down, but they did.
Yeah.
Gain of about 1. So it brings up 3rd and 9, 3rd and 8. So, but yeah.
And the Bearcats.
Number 22, Murray, tackler, gets so low on the runner. Kind of hard not to.
Explodes. Bearcats will take a timeout here.
And timeout Bearcats with 2:48 to go in the half. With that timeout, we're going to take a quick break. You're watching Bearcat Football live on YHC TV.
Why is Vision Source Dexter Family Eye Care different? Our office is doctor-owned, and we view our patients as part of our family. Whether it is the latest in fashion eyewear, the newest contact lenses, or total eye health care, we have one simple vision: to help people see. Using the latest technology, our Vision Source doctors can prescribe the most accurate eyewear, contact lens, and detect early stages of diabetes, heart disease, and hypertension. Experience the most caring and personalized eye care in the area and visit us at Dexter Family Eye Care.
Well, I love it.
I know, right? I saw it and I was just like, oh, I have to have it.
Is it suede?
It's suede. Love suede.
State Farm knows that for every one of those moments, there's one of these.
Well, I love it. I know, right? I saw it and I was like, have to have it. Is it suede? It's suede. I love suede.
That's why we're there with renter's insurance when things go wrong, but also here with a rewards credit card to help life go right. State Farm.
Talk to State Farm agent Chris Brannon in Dexter today.
Yes. And welcome back again. 3rd and 9. 4 down territory for the Bearcats from the Rebel 26-yard line. Strong in the backfield. Hayden Hillis in the shotgun. Rogers in motion. Hand off to Rogers. Tries to get outside. Cuts back. Nice open field tackle by Gabe Mannion. So Rogers brought down at the 28. So no gain. So it looks like it might even be a loss of 1. Brings up 4th and 11.
Normally this would be a passing situation, maybe even on the last down, but this rain, it's going to make it tough unless it's a short pass.
Yes. Hillis from the shotgun. Looks to his right, runs to his left. He's got open field. If he can get around, he does. Good for a first down. He's brought down at the 13-yard line. So a 15-yard run by Hayden Hillis. Good for a first down with 1:52 to go. 1st and 10 from the Park Hill Rebels 13-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons Hayden won that starting position at quarterback, is because of his ability to run like that. Of course, got hurt in the second half
of
the first game of the year.
Yes.
Been out till last week.
Hand off to Strong. He grinding, gets inside the 5, brought down at the 4. Check that, inside the 10, brought down at the 9. So a gain of 4, bring up 2nd and 6. Hillis rolls out, looks.
Wide open.
Touchdown to Rivera. The senior, welcome back. Glad to have you. And the Bearcats with the touchdown.
He was just left wide open.
Yes.
And I'm glad Rivera, you could see him looking that ball in. I cannot miss this.
Ernie's happy.
Yeah, he is, and good for the senior. His younger sister, Juliana, I see a lot of her at my house, and she's good friends with my daughter, Lydia.
Hoggard in for the point after try. Driscoll the holder. Ball's down, kick is up, and good. So with 1:03 to go, Bearcats have tied the game up on senior night, 7-7, here at Charles Bland Stadium.
Glad to see the Bearcats finish there.
Yes, and kind of got a little spark going. As we did mention, the Rebels are going to get the ball to start the second half. So we need a minute worth of defense here from the Bearcats, or a minute and 3 seconds worth of defense. We'll see Hoggard with the long kick duties as well. Jones back deep for the Rebels. Looks like Tyler Murray, 22, is the up back. Day and Mannion also deep. Squib kick off lineman. Ball's live. Recovered by number 36, Bradley Clark. And brought down at the 40-yard line. So good heads-up play by Brady Clark for the Rebels. But that brings up 1st and 10 from the Rebel 40 with 1 minute to go here in the first half.
Yeah, that could have ended badly for the Rebels. Really surprised there wasn't a Bearcat in the area when it popped up.
Well, it hit somebody so fast.
Yeah.
And then it did bounce forward instead of backwards. A lot of times that'll bounce right off and come back toward the kicking team. And we got
another
offsides, I believe, against the Rebels. So that's going to back it up 5 yards. We'll see if it was offsides or if
encroachment.
Good to see the excitement on the Bearcat sideline.
Yes. Very much so, to hear that excitement here from these Bearcats. We've not heard a lot of that this year. And so got a correction on the clock. The whistle was blown. There we go. Still a minute on the clock. Brings up 1st and 15 from the Rebel 35.
Timeout.
And Park Hills calls their second timeout. 1 minute to go. With that, we're going to take a quick break. Again, you're watching Bearcat Football live on YAC TV.
Pizza Hut always has the $7.99 deal you can get delivered. So why go anywhere else? Don't just make it pizza night. Make it Pizza Hut pizza night and get your favorites delivered. Large 2-topping pizzas just $7.99. Order online now. One more way no one out pizzas the Hut.
My name is Dustin Mayer. I operate Mayer Law Office, which is a full-service law firm located in Dexter, Missouri. I practice personal injury, criminal defense, workers' compensation, family, and other areas of law. As an assistant Missouri Attorney General and assistant prosecuting attorney, I've had the opportunity to try multiple cases in front of juries, and I'm willing to put that experience to work on your behalf. I'm a Southeast Missouri native, and if you hire me, you'll get the big firm experience with the small town touch. Call today for your free consultation.
Welcome back. Cochran from the shotgun, hand off the Mannion, goes straight up the middle. The Ludentaggers, man, he is quick.
Yes, he is.
Out here, gets to the outside, stops. Brought down out of bounds by Justin Kinley. Down at the Bearcat 29-yard line.
On the Bearcats, we're in the mode keep him in front of you, but with his kind of speed, you can't give him that much space in between you and the tackler.
37-yard gain for Mannion. 48.7 seconds still to go, so Bearcats need a couple of stops here. There seems to be a discussion as to whether or not he was tackled inbounds or tackled out of bounds. So it was out of bounds, it looks like. And so they put 48 seconds back on the clock. It had gone down to 46.7. Now that I think they're asking for another 7/10. There it is. 48.7 is the clock.
But I'm not running the clock tonight.
Yeah. Or any other night.
Yeah. Oh, Wes Howard was running it last week for the first time. And I
Yes.
said, you wait, there'll be some type of last-second deal.
So we got 1st and 10 for the Rebels. Cochran from the shotgun, Mannion in the backfield with him, fakes the handoff. Braxton Foster on him, gets the ball away, passed incomplete, but he was hit right as he got rid of it. So 44.9 seconds now left in the half, be 2nd and 10. Gonna have trips right on top of your screen. Casey here on the bottom, Cochran from the shotgun. Pitch out to Mannion, gets underneath Foster, but he is wrapped up by Brock Simmons for a loss of 4, back to the 34-yard line. So big tackle by Brock Simmons, but great pursuit from Braxton Foster. And we got a timeout. With that timeout, we're going to take another quick break. You're watching Bearcat Football live on YAC TV.
Hi, I'm Herman Morris. It's sad today that many people do not trust their elected officials. In fact, to many people, politician is a dirty word. But I don't want you, the voters of the 151st District, to consider me to be a politician. I want you to think of me as your representative in Jefferson City. I promise to be honest with you. I promise to be approachable. I promise to listen to you. If you have something you want me to know or think I need to know, I want to hear it. Finally, I would appreciate your vote on November the 6th for State Representative of the 151st District. My name is Herman Morris. I'm the Republican Conservative candidate. Thank you very much.
A Glenn Sain story. A few years ago, a good friend of ours ran for a state legislative office. The night of the election, Gail and I had some friends and family.
And welcome back. So 3rd and 15. Hand off to Main, and again he cuts back. He's wrapped up, knocked down hard by Corbin Strong. He was knocked back a couple of yards, so brings up 4th and 15. 22 seconds. Actually, Park Hills doesn't have to snap it. But they are, and did.
Yeah.
Looking deep, looking deep. Ryder Foster under pursuit. Cochran lays it out. Almost intercepted by Ernesto. Had a chance from Gargis, but bottom line is knocked down on the ground with 6.9 seconds. Not real sure if Cochran was aware of the clock, because I was seeing 24 seconds on the play clock and 22 on the game clock.
I think the Bearcats will probably just take a knee here. I don't think you risk turnover. Or
no, we're Coach Pixley's going to be happy going in halftime tied up.
Yes.
Unless he's got some sort of Hail Mary deal and just telling Hayden, hey, if it's not there, just eat it. And so we'll see what happens. We see Rivera here on the near side, the bottom of your screen, wide out, and Kinley at the top. Hill is from the shotgun, and he just takes the knee. Yeah. And so at the end of the first half, we're tied. Bearcats Rebels 7-7 on senior night. We're going to take a break, pay some bills, and we'll be back with the first half hats. You're watching Bearcat Football Live on YHC TV.
A Glenn Sain story. A few years ago, a good friend of ours ran for a state legislative office. The night of the election, Gail and I had some friends and family over. Our friend won. His young son looked at him and said, Dad, since you won, does that mean you can make duck season longer? That's a good story. Best price, best service. Glenn Sain, God bless our troops.
Folks, if you've not been to the Winchester Place, come in and take a look at this facility. You don't know what you have missed.
We are very proud of this facility. A lot of people do not realize we're here, what we can offer to them, and what a facility we have. And we would like to have people come by anytime and tour us. You won't find a better place to live or better staff to take care of you anywhere southeast Missouri. I'll guarantee it.
We are located at 400 Winchester Drive. Come down Bowman, and we sit on the corner of Bowman and Winchester.
At Ag Explore, we're farmers too. So we know that farming's never been a 9-to-5 job. Just like the farmer, we work overtime to bring you whatever it takes. Solutions like InZone help you retain 47% more nitrogen, with an overall average increase of 12 bushels per acre. Imagine what InZone can do for you. Ag Explore.
When you connect with high-speed internet from New Wave Communications, you unlock all kinds of possibilities. More gaming, more streaming and viewing, more ways to keep in touch, more ways to learn. And best of all, adding New Wave internet to your current television package won't cost a lot more thanks to New Wave's bundle discounts. In fact, if you're paying another provider for internet, switching to New Wave will probably save you money. Call or go to newwavecom.com to find more ways to bundle and save.
And welcome back. Kevin, sorry, I'm sitting over here hoarding the first half
Well, I walked
stats.
by 'em too.
But we will I'll pass these off to you.
I know we're about to get ready for kickoff.
Thank you very much for Brett Dorton and Scott Nelson for ensuring we have a copy of the stats. So senior night, first half, Dexter Bearcats, first 2 series, we'd like to forget them.
Yes.
First series, one play interception. Second series, a run and then a fumble. And so they'll be kicking off now, but it is tied 7-7 on senior night. Here's Hoggard with the kick, and we got a whistle. Probably going to be offsides on the kicking team. You'll see that a lot of times, especially when the kicker has a stutter step.
Yeah.
Because the coverage team is trying to anticipate the kick, and then you get that stutter step, and they get their steps out of sync. And
I tell you what, the stats are indicative of the score that we're seeing out there. They're in the first half, net yards, Park Hill Central 115, Bearcats 104. Penalties, Park Hill's 3 for 15 yards, Bearcats 2 for 17 yards. So score 7-7.
so Hoggard back now at his 35. And a squib kick, caught at the 50, fell backwards to the Rebel 49-yard line. So the Rebels, as they have all night long, will start with great field position. Several of their drives started in the Bearcat end of the field. But great set of hands there from the Rebels as they saw the squib kick, and instead of just letting it squib on down, because you know once it goes 10 yards, it's live, and anybody's ball just jumped right on it.
I got a feeling we'll see a lot more of Mannion here in the second half. First half, he had 9 carries for a total of 58 yards.
Corcoran, under center. Hopkins takes the handoff as the up back. Corcoran held on to it, snuck around on the outside, gets an 11-yard gain for a first down, or wait, they're going to break it back, make it a 10-yard gain. Tackle by Seth Rogers. But first down, Rebels. As you'll see the referee in the white hat there signaling the first down. And they'll move the chains.
So Rogers, Braxton Foster, Brock Simmons, and Nate Gargis all with 3 tackles in the first half. First down for the Rebels.
Hand off to Mannion. He's wrapped up immediately, but he goes forward to the 40, but we got flag on the play. That's going to be a tough one. Oh, we got a hold. So as the referee signals there, he's getting ready to say, Kevin, it's typically thrown in the area where you see a hold, but when you see a gang wrapped up like that, sometimes you get a face mask in there, but this time it's going to go against the Rebels. Tonight's officiating crew is Tom Luber, Floyd Cox, Matt Monroe, Benny McDowell, and Kenny Pinkerton. So far, doing a pretty good job tonight.
Yes, they are. It's been a well-called game, letting them play a little bit, get physical, and Mannion, he's just
hard to tackle.
Well, defensively, 6 tackles tonight, just a good ball player. I guess he's just a junior, too.
Mannion, the ball carrier,
Also want to thank our friends, good friends at Fiddler's. Provided an excellent meal here at the halftime. We always appreciate that.
Yeah, and tonight was a lot of good conversation. With the rain outside, most everybody in the press box gathered on the second floor. And
yeah, the weatherman,
the fish.
Brian Allworth, calling him out because he's not watching us, seemed to indicate 5 o'clock the rain was going to be out of here by 8, and he's at least 20 minutes late.
Yeah.
Fumble. It looks like Corcoran fell back on it. Pixley's signaling, but Corbin Strong was right there, but just couldn't quite get his hands up underneath Corcoran. So loss it down there, and a loss of a yard brings up 3rd and 17 from the Bearcat 48.
This rain, I mean, we've seen a lot of drop balls tonight, and it's just hard to hang on to. Not a lot of balls in the air, although Dexter's touchdown was via pass. Dexter only attempted 5 passes in the first half. Park Hills 9.
So 3rd and long. Bad snap. Corcoran wrapped up, brought down by Braxton Foster and Colton Gibson for the sack. Back to the Bearcat 38-yard line. So a loss of 10 yards. And that'll bring up 4th and 27. And you see Seth Rogers going back to receive the punt. Corcoran with the punt, blocked by Mason Keena, and then down by Mason at the 19-yard line of the Rebels. So a big-time play from the smallest player on the field, Mason Keena. And we've seen him, that's at least his 5th special team, at least 4, maybe 5 special plays he's made. A couple of fumble recoveries on the snaps, another tackle of the punter, I believe, and now a blocked punt.
Yeah, you beat me to the punch on that one. He's just become a
special team dynamo, you bet. So the Bearcats with their best starting position on the field all night inside the Rebel 20. Let's see if the Bearcats can't put together a couple of plays and play from the front. Hand off to Hoggard. He cuts back up, gets through the middle, brought down from behind by Hopkins, but not until after a gain of 11. Brought down at the 9-yard line for a first down.
That's the longest run of the night for Hoggard, as he was best run in the first half, 6 yards, and that'll put him
at 17?
17 yards.
That advanced math I took down at Kennett High School from Mrs. Mitchell coming in handy now.
Hayden Hillis, the quarterback, had 77 yards in the first half. So
Hillis from the shotgun, Hoggard in the backfield with him. Again, the handoff to Hoggard. No, fake. Hillis wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, so no gain. Side bottom on the tackle there, number 54.
So the Bearcats.
2nd and 10, or 2nd and goal, excuse me, from the Rebel 9. Hillis. Hand off to Strong. He's hit immediately. Block breaks through the first tackle as he was hit by number big 74, Eli Ford. There's not going to be many times Eli Ford hits somebody and didn't just knock them down. But no gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and goal from the 9. Clock moving. Hillis hustles the play out. Probably 4-down territory. Hoggard's very efficient from the point after try, the 2.5-yard line. But we may be extending his limits here. Hillis looking to keep. Rolls out. Pulls it back down. Breaks one tackle. Goes the other way. He's got a line of blockers. It's a foot race. He's going to go into the end zone.
Reverses field.
As Hillis runs 40 yards for a 6-yard gain and a touchdown. To put the Bearcats on top, 13-7, but just a great hustle there by Hayden Hillis, and he's happy.
Yeah, Park Hills pursued it well, but too well.
Yes, and then he turned around and he had 6 Bearcats out there and only one white jersey.
And you could almost see the moment of him going, is this really that open?
I got to get to the corner quickly. So congratulations, Hayden Hillis, his first touchdown of the season as well. Here's the kick, no good. So the Bearcats on top, 13-7 with 7:28 to go here in the third quarter. Kevin, this game is brought to you in part by Bagby Wealth Management. Bagby Wealth Management offers a wide array of financial planning services to clients in all stages and walks of life. We can assist you with wealth management, retirement planning, college planning, estate planning, and business planning, just to name a few. When you're ready to pursue your investment goals or you're in need of advice beyond investing, give us a call at 573-624-4771, or you can find us on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, or our website at bagbywealth.com. Okay. So great defensive play there to set up by Mason Keena on the punt attempt to make a short field. And then a heads-up great run there by Hayden Hillis. Policed up by Jones at his 14-yard line. Got some blockers, gets to the sideline. Cuts back again. Finally brought down to the 43-yard line. Almost a 29-yard return from Jeremy Jones. And that was Alex Townsend on the stop for the Bearcats.
The crowd has thinned out significantly as this rain is.
But it's back down to the mist, so yeah, I think Brian Allworth heard us talking about him, and
he's called off the weather.
He's turning the pipes now. Corcoran hands off to Hopkins. Hopkins, a big back, grinds out for 3. Brought down at the Bearcat 49. Check that. That was Corcoran on the keep. We need a little bit taller field house or box.
Yeah.
Press box, so we can see over just a little bit.
A little bit of a cool breeze, as I think the temperature's even dropped a little bit since game time.
Yes, I'm sure it has.
I think the
rain
low
will
in the
bring
morning
that.
in the 30s. Oh,
Ball. And the Bearcats recover at the Rebel 45-yard line. There's 2 teams. Bearcats are all saying we got it and celebrating. And as Braxton Foster, check that, Ryder Foster, number 54 on the recovery. But they were talking, I pay attention to the weather. And but we had a dry air.
Yeah.
And so when the rain comes in, that causes it to cool. That dry air cools that much faster. And so probably game time temperature now going to be in that 40s, down in the 40s. So 1st and 10 for the Bearcats from the Rebel 45-yard line. Hillis from the shotgun. Keeps it. Hit at the line of scrimmage. Gain of 3, 2, then brought back. They're going to spot it at the 44.
Hillis followed his blockers there like he should, but I think he might have even had a seam outside if he could have busted it out.
I tell you, though, when you almost got to find your first hole and stick.
You do.
It happens a whole lot faster from his angle than from ours. But number 22, Tyler Murray, check that, Tyler Murray on the tackle for the Rebels. Hand off to Gargas. Tries to get outside. Cuts back. Wrapped up. Going to be tackled for a loss. Back to the 46-yard line.
No blocks there.
And Eli Ford, number 74, the big Rebel. Got a Rebel fell up on his back, and referee side judge just kind of smiled at him and said, "Hey, let's come on, let's play some football."
That was fun to watch.
Hey, these kids, they're watching that ESPN and those game times. I mean, you watch football 7 nights a week now and pretty well 24 hours on Saturday and Sundays. You see that happen all the time. So we talked about how Braxton Foster got up last week and acted like he threw a flag, like where was the flag on the pass? But pass intended for Seth Rogers, incomplete. As a great scramble there from Hayden Hillis. So that brings up 4th and 10. We see the punt team coming in for the Bearcats. So great defensive stand there from the Rebels. as the Bearcats had so much momentum coming into the beginning of that series.
Yeah.
And probably it looks will be a 4 and out with really no yards gained. There's the snap. Rivera.
Good punt.
End over end. And down at the 8 by a number 25, Colton Evans. So excellent punt there by Ernesto Rivera as they got a Bearcat bounce.
Yeah.
A lot of times those end over ends. That's what you're hoping for.
Yeah. Rivera, a soccer player by nature, is a younger Bearcat, so he's a natural for kicking the ball, but he's getting stretched out here.
So we got a therapist from Select Therapy and, of course, Dr. Bobby Gibbon on the sidelines. And now then we're going to, instead of at the 8, they're going to spot it at the, looks like the 14-yard line.
And that's the right call.
Check that. They're going to spot it at the 18-yard line. I was looking at the referee who's standing behind the line of scrimmage, not at the line of scrimmage. So 1st and 10 from the 18. Corcoran under center. Drops back to pass, looking right, going deep. Good coverage from Gargas, but he never got his hand turned around. And Dawson Day made a break on the ball, but just a little underthrown after the break.
Hey, and we talked about Park Hill sportsmanship. Nate's showing good sportsmanship there as he helped the receiver up. It's a good throw by the Park Hills quarterback.
That's one of those where Gargas is going to have to remember, you got to kind of watch that receiver's eyes because they will naturally get bigger when the ball's coming. He had good position, but just couldn't get his head turned around.
Too tight formation here by the Rebels.
Hand off to Hopkins. Stood up at the line of scrimmage. So, boy, these Dexter Bearcats made some adjustments at halftime. Braxton Foster and Corbin Strong. The ball was run by Will Hopkins. Gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 8.
By number 31, Corbin Strong.
The rain all but just a heavy miss now. Corcoran looks, rolls to his right. That's intended pass short, intended for Jake Casey. Boy, he rolled out, it looked good, had good position, and the ball just didn't quite travel the way he thought it would. So that's going to bring up 4th and 8 from the Rebel 20-yard line. We see them get to punt formation. Seth Rogers falling back for the return for the Bearcats.
Let's see if Mason Keena can slide in there again.
Boy, I can tell from that linebacker position, he is hard to keep up with. Standing in there at 5'6" when the linemen are 6'5". And there he goes again, slips through, punt off, away from Rogers, and he'll just let it roll and let it roll. It's got to be down at the Bearcat 29-yard line. So 52-yard punt for the Rebels. As the Bearcats take over at their 29-yard line. Kevin, winning on the football field doesn't happen by accident. Players and coaches work throughout the long summer, conditioning for the rigors of competition. Practice upon practice, the lessons learned by our Dexter student athletes will, however, serve them well for a lifetime. Lessons of discipline and teamwork, hard work, and commitment to excellence. At Bank of Advance, we believe in the character that sports helps to build, and we're proud to help support athletes on the field and in the classroom. Bank of Advance, where a handshake still matters. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. Hillis again from the shotgun. Hoggard in the backfield. Rogers and Gargas in the slots. Rivera, Kinley in the wideouts. Handoff goes to Hoggard. He gets outside the tackle. Heads straight up the middle, and he's going to be brought down at about the Bearcat 48-yard line. So an 18-yard gain.
Casey on stop for the Rebels.
And Jake Casey, number 1, the stop for the Rebels. .337 to go here in the third, as evidenced by the clock at the bottom of your TV or computer if you happen to be watching on the internet. This time Hayden fakes it, tries to get outside. He's wrapped up. Oh, big number 74 or 58. Trying to strip him. And a little bit too much contact after the whistle. Coach Pixley not happy about it, but no flags on the play.
I'm surprised we didn't see a flag there. It was
Whistles were blown dead, and then the player was thrown on the field. Typically you will.
Yeah, it was well after the whistle, too.
Hillis bringing the play in. Whistle to start the play clock. The flat to Rogers, cuts back in, wrapped up, spun around. It's almost back to the original line of scrimmage. Going to be brought down at the 47-yard line, bring up 3rd and 11. So gain of about 3.
Number 21, Brandon stop along with Jake Casey.
And number 21, Braden Scherfus on the tackle. Hillis looking to his left. Rolls. Kinley open in the midfield. Cannot complete the pass. That would have been good for a first down at the Rebel 35.
And the ball hit Kinley right in the hands.
That's a tough one.
Yeah.
So Rivera in to punt again. 1:34 to go in the third. Snap. And they came after it, but Rivera, great job getting rid of it. Takes a Bearcat bounce. Going to be down by Corbin Strong at the Rebel 20. Kevin, this game is brought to you in part by 1 Mile Smile Dentistry in Dexter. At 1 Mile Smile, they enjoy all aspects of dentistry. You name it, they can do it. Cleanings, fillings, dentures, root canals, extractions, or implants. They're happy to talk to you about performing any of those services and many more. Dr. Sire strives to be affordable, accommodating, and friendly. Call for an appointment or consultation at 624-8236 or visit him at 1 Corporate Drive off 1 Mile Road in Dexter. .124 to go in the third. Again, the Dexter Bearcats defense needing to come up. Continue playing well. Corcoran to be under center. He's looking right. He's got Casey. He's got back. Gargis is on it. Oh, Gargis right through the hands. Couldn't quite bring it in. And I know exactly what he's saying right now, because I've only been talking to the young man for about 18 and a half years. And I'm hoping he's saying the things his mom teaches him to say and not some of the things his daddy would have said. And for the most part, he is. But I know when I ask him about it later tonight, he's going to grin and say, "Hey, Dad, I know." And so he had on it. He had it on. It was on it. Maybe if it hadn't been a wet night, who knows? But either way, good coverage.
Bearcats read that well.
Yes. So gain of 2, going to bring up 3rd and 7, 3rd and 8. It's Mannion the ball carrier, and they really have keyed in on Mannion and realized that little guy likes to get you going one way and then cut back, and they've really sealed that off a lot. Corcoran going to have trips right there at the bottom of your screen. From the shotgun, Jones in the backfield with him. Corcoran or Mannion keeps, spins, wrapped up, going nowhere. Loss of 2 back to the 20-yard line to bring up 4th and 10. And Matt Agee on the tackle. And Braxton Foster for the Bearcats.
Not taking anything away from Kennett, but this Dexter defense, I think, has come out with a little bit of a chip on their shoulder this week after Kennett just had their way with them last week.
Well, and Dexter, their offense put them in a bad punt. It's just squibbling along the ground. Bearcats staying away from it, and it's down at the 39-yard line. That's the end of the third quarter with the Dexter Bearcats on top, 13-7. We're going to take a quick break. You're watching Bearcat Football Live on YHC TV.
On November 6th, vote for Jerry Howard, candidate for state representative for the 151st District. Jerry Howard is committed to the advancement of Scott and Stoddard counties. He's previously served over 15 years in the state legislature and earned legislative awards as Southeast Missouri's state senator. Jerry Howard played an integral role in appointing Bloomfield native Jack Matthews to the State Veterans Commission in bringing the Veterans Cemetery to Stoddard County. Jerry Howard has been recognized for his service to our seniors, educators, and the heart of our local economy, our farmers and ranchers. He's motivated to represent you and bring sensible leadership to Jefferson City. Vote Jerry Howard for state representative on November 6th.
And we're back.
Ed was just talking about how much he loves Sweetie and the break and almost got caught on camera. But
Almost. On record. At least there's witnesses.
That's right.
Well, we got stats again from Brett Dorton. One thing we're not going to see is an interception from the Bearcats. And my buddy Nate, I love you to death, and I just had to throw that in there. But Kevin's going to get, because we know how you feel, Nate. I've been even more mad than you are, and you're playing a great game.
Well, he was having to turn on the gas to get to the ball.
Yes.
So that's a tough catch, Rainin.
Had to turn from defender to receiver. A little late on the handoff there, but Hogger gets a hold of it, grinds out about 2 yards.
Hogger, the ball carrier for the Bearcats.
And there you see both teams helping each other up. Brock Simmons giving Will Hopkins a hand up and a tap on the helmet.
Well, the Bearcats have been efficient on the ground tonight. Hoggard, 8 carries for 37 yards, averaging about 4.6 yards a carry. Hillis with 87, so a chance to clip the century mark here in the fourth quarter maybe, and he's averaging 5.5 yards a carry. And then Corbin Strong only touched the ball 6 times, but 33 yards, so a little over 5.5 yards a carry.
Well, 4 yards a carry, or 4 plus, you'll win ball games.
Yep. Hillis here.
Hillis tries to get outside.
Hillis carrying the ball for Dexter.
Well defended by the Rebels. Gain of about 1 down to the 37-yard line. So a gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7. Really from the box, though, it looks like it's going to be 3rd and 8. Hillis bringing in the play.
Hillis 3 for 8 tonight. 1 interception, 1 touchdown. Of course, the 9-yard touchdown to Rivera in the end of the first half.
Gargas in motion. Hand off to Strong, straight up the middle. Dives across the 30. Going to be close. Depending on the spot, and it looks like it's going to be good for a first down, as he only had to get to about the 29, and it looks like the ball's south of the 29-yard line. And so it looks like referee may be calling for, you're looking at the ball? And I'm not seeing it straight on, but man, from my and we're going to have an official timeout for a measurement. The clock will stop. So, again, they're taking a look. They're saying 4th down, but Coach Pixley may be saying, I want a measurement on that. Well, they re-spotted the ball. From where it was spotted, it looked clearly like a first down, but now they brought that ball, moved it a little north. The referee's calling for the chains.
Yeah, I know
it's going to be close.
They're on top of it, but it looked like we might not have got the best spot in the world there. Corbin looked like he fell forward.
Well, the spot now is, is not quite. That's a first down. I love the detail, the attention to detail they give it, but I'm sitting here from where I'm at saying, well, that's a first down, but they got to look awful close down. I'm thinking, well, okay. So a little bit of drama there from the guys in black and white. Great job by the line and gain crew. Who all we got on that tonight, Kevin?
I'm sorry, Ed.
I'm sorry, the line and gain crew.
I looked in my book earlier, and I did not
see that. Is it Jeff Burleson over there? And
you do have Burleson, and then you've got
Don.
Bill Fisher, Don Wyndham. And I was told to harass Mark Nee because he never misses, but suddenly we get a rain forecast, and he had a date night.
Yeah. So Corbin Strong with a 4-yard gain down to the Rebel 25 to bring up 2nd and 6. Clock still ticking. So, a long, slow, methodical drive. Bearcats be able to punch another one in here late into the fourth quarter.
And for those of you out there watching, Dexter is up 13-7. I think we may have the score backwards on the screen, but we'll get that.
Hillis with the cutback, stiff arm, brought down at the 11-yard line. Check that, the 16-yard line, so good for a first down.
So the Bearcats with a chance to extend their lead here and doing it in good fashion, eating up some clock.
Yes. So be 1st and 10 from the Rebel 16. Well, they're going to say 17 now, so but. Got trips right to the top of your, trips left, excuse me, to the top of the screen. Hand off to Strong, cuts back, ducks his head, hit at the 15-yard line and brought down. Number 64, number 74. That being Durante Martin and Eli Ford, the two biggest linemen the Rebels have
Caught wind
on the defense.
Chad Gill and Big David Howard out there watching the game tonight online, and those are two celebrity Bearcats.
Yes, they are.
Back a few years, and both have some boys that are going to come up through the ranks.
Oh, I'd hate to think what they'd be saying about what we're saying.
I'm sure they're loving it.
Good. Hoggard with the carry. Hits the crowd, getting a little push. Gets down to about the 13. Looks like they're going to spot him on the 14. So a gain of about 1. I thought he got a little bit further from our vantage point. But, again, the guys in black and white, they're right down there on it.
See what Coach Pixley has dialed up here.
Go bring up a 3rd and 7. Obviously 4-down territory, I would think. Hillis with the call. 10 on the play clock. Now. From the shotgun, Hoggard in the back. Rivera at the bottom of your screen. Hillis on the design run. Cuts outside, cuts back in. Breaks one tackle, gets across the 10. Lunges forward at the 9, inside the 9. Got to be real close. I think he's going to need to be closer to the 8 than the 9 for a first down. Looks like he's got to get to the 7 based on that spot.
See, Corbin Strong's going to run the play in. He could be a decoy, but.
So 4th and 2 now.
I'd like to see him bust one up the middle here.
Well, yeah, they know Corbin. He's a bigger runner, and 5 yards to carry. It certainly makes everybody on the defensive side have to think, okay, is it quarterback or is it Strong? Seth Rogers in the slot. Hand off to Strong, cuts back. Good defense by the Rebels there. He gets across the 10, lunges forward south of the 9, but I think he's going to be about a yard short.
Yeah.
7 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. And it is turnover on downs. First down for the Rebels. Great stop. Great defensive stop there from the Rebels. As they recognize, too, we're getting late into the fourth quarter. They don't want to be down 2 scores.
And if there's anybody out there watching that has any stories on Howard and Gill. I'd be interested to know which one was the better football player.
Well, and I think Chad, he didn't play his senior year because I think they put together something really special that year as basketball season. And Chad, if I'm getting my years mixed up, I apologize, buddy, but I was thinking we talked about that one night after a club meeting, board meeting.
Was Chad on the Final Four team, or was it? Oh, yeah, he's your girl.
Oh, great stop there from Brock Simmons.
Big Brock.
Tackle for a loss. They're going to give him his forward progress of about 2 yards, so brings up 2nd and 8.
Another Howard, David's nephew. Jackson Howard, right now playing quarterback, and threw for about 200 yards last night in a win for the Little Bearcats over Donovan. So Gargis out here alone with the one wide out.
Casey probably, or it might be number 7. Day. It looks like it's number 7. Corcoran mishandles the snap, polices it up, gets back to the line of scrimmage. Going to bring up 3rd and 10. Gain of about 1, it looks like. So 3rd and 7.
We can hear some pops up here tonight. There's some hitting going on down there.
Simmons again. And on the stop. So 3rd and long. Bearcats need a stop here. It would be a tremendously courageous move to go for it on 4th down and that deep. But we are under 6 minutes to go in the ball game. Corcoran under center. Draws back. He's looking left. Finds Casey.
Good. Oh!
Pass was not catchable, but they're going to call Gargis on his back.
Surely that's going to be picked up.
He's surprised as much as his coach is. Not a catchable pass, well over his head. So it's going to be 1st down for the Rebels on the penalty.
We're not in the business to disagree with officials, but
no, not our place. Not our place. Coach Pixley's voicing his concern, but an automatic 1st down. Rebel ball at their 25-yard line, 5:35 to go in the game.
Well, this defense has played well, and they just need to continue to do that.
Hand off to Hopkins, wrapped up immediately by Corbin Strong and Brock Simmons. And Corbin Strong and Brock, they have been best buddies since 3rd or 4th grade.
Yeah. Yes, they have.
2nd and 10.
Outrunning last night, and Corbin getting some senior pictures taken on the football field. It's hard to believe those guys are seniors. And
yes. Last night ran up to Notre Dame and watched the cross-country team run their SEMO conference meet. Handoff, fake by Corcoran. He's wrapped up again. Number 57, Austin Guy, saying not tonight, not on my watch. Tackled at the line of scrimmage, bring up 3rd and 10, but
not a lot. A lot of people out there watching may not know Austin Guy got moved to linebacker late when Jet Featherston got hurt, and so out of position for him, but he's just such a hard-nosed football player that he's got a knack for the ball.
I believe young Miss Nee, Mark's daughter, finished 4th at conference yesterday.
Awesome.
Here's a handoff. Hopkins trying to get outside. He's hit at the 32-yard line. So a gain of about 6. Bring up 4th and 4.
This is a tough call if you're Park Hills. I mean,
you're under 4 minutes.
Situation, but not much time left in the game.
Right.
But you give up field position as well. It looks like they're going to go for it.
Well, after a successful run like that, you're thinking, well, as big as we are, we can get 4 yards.
Well, this could be the play of the game if they don't get it. Certainly a lot of time left, but the Bearcats could feasibly run out the clock.
Yes. Well, both teams still had 3 timeouts, so probably couldn't run the clock out without a 1st down. In the backfield, he is miscommunication from the Rebels. sacked for a loss. Back at the 25-yard line was Mannion. The Bearcats will take over at the Rebel 25 with 3:20 to go here on senior night.
They'll take over 1st and 10 on the Rebel 26-yard line.
Well, we probably can't update it tonight, but I'm assuming this win, if the Bearcats were able to finish, it turns those rankings kind of upside down, or does the points?
Probably not. Potosi was with a Potosi win. Park Hills and Potosi might flip-flop 3 and 4. I don't think we can catch New Madrid at 5th with just this win tonight. Don't know who they're playing tonight. Oh, they're playing Sykeston, so a bad loss. It'd have to be a really bad loss. And we'd also, oh yeah, Eli Ford. That's taunting, if I've ever seen taunting. And I will call the black and whites out on that. Man standing right over him. We don't need that at this level of football. Great play by the young man, but he needs to walk away and talk it over with his teammates, not the guy on the ground. But Kevin, we need another score also to make it a 13-point victory.
Yeah.
To get the extra points in the point. So we won't move down. We'll stay at least 6th. We may get closer to 5th. Park Hills and may be in jeopardy of going from 3rd to 4th. And Hayden Hillis thrown forward, gain of about 7. And so it's going to bring up 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2.
Making the stop.
Will Hawkins on the stop, so 2:31. And we got a timeout, Rebels. With that timeout, we're going to take a quick break. You're watching Bearcat Football Live on YHC TV.
I am a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm here to talk about life, your dreams, your work, your family, and how you can protect it all with a company that will talk to you with the honesty of a farmer and take care of you with the integrity of a neighbor. I'll make sure no detail is left uncovered so your family can breathe easy. Because just like you, I chose to build a life in Missouri too. I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm from Missouri for life.
For the best service in air conditioning, it's AirTech Heating and Air in Dexter. They service both commercial and residential customers and provide additional services including plumbing, electrical, and appliance repair. AirTech is a Carrier factory authorized dealer, and currently Carrier is offering cool cash rebates, providing you extra savings towards a new AC unit. Served the area as a family business since 1960, now led by NATE certified Jason Johnson. He holds the highest certification in the heating, cooling, and refrigeration industry. Call today to get the expert service of AirTech in Dexter.
We got that corrected, and we're back. So it brings up 3rd and 2, long 2, short 2. Hills from the hand off to Hoggard. Grinds forward. It looks like good enough for a first down. Braxton Foster out there helping the guys out, saying first down. And we'll depend on the spot. It's going to be real close again. And so it could be a 4th and very, very short. So we did get some score updates. Potosi losing 22-7 to North County. North County is a 4A school, though, so they will get some bonus points for playing up.
Yep.
And then I think we had another score. St. Genevieve is winning 14-0 over DeSoto, so they'll just continue to hold their lock there at 2nd place. So, again, that Potosi lost to a bigger school. You'll get some points, but yeah, we'll see. Just have to see how the computer kicks it out. I read up on that at the beginning of the year, and I studied for a good 30, 45 minutes, and I was just like, I need Kerwin to figure.
I will say
tell me
this,
what count.
I'll get harassed, but Arkansas' system is much better.
So
it's much easier.
And we got another timeout on the field.
It's a better system.
And so with that timeout, we're going to timeout Park Hills. 2:20 to go in the ball game. You're watching Bearcat Football Live on YHC TV.
Why is Vision Source Dexter Family Eye Care different? Our office is doctor-owned, and we view our patients as part of our family. Whether it is the latest in fashion eyewear, the newest contact lenses, or total eye health care, we have one simple vision: to help people see. Using the latest technology, our Vision Source doctors can prescribe the most accurate eyewear, contact lens, and detect early stages of diabetes, heart disease, and hypertension. Experience the most caring and personalized eye care in the area and visit us at Dexter Family Eye Care.
Well, I love it.
I know, right? I saw it and I was just like, oh, I have to have it.
Is it suede?
Suede. Love suede.
State Farm knows that for every one of those moments, there's one of these.
Well, I love it. I know, right? I saw it and I was like, have to have it. Is it suede? It's suede. I love suede.
That's why we're there with renter's insurance when things go wrong, but also here with a rewards credit card to help life go right. State Farm.
Talk to State Farm agent Chris Brannon in Dexter today.
So 4th down and inches. And they were blitzing. Called it from the very beginning. Great defensive call from the Rebels. They called the blitz. They timed it perfectly. Hogger barely got the ball in his hands, and there was 2 white jerseys in the backfield. So with 2:20 to go in the ball game, the Rebels are going to take over on their 20-yard line, just north of their 20-yard line.
And we'll see if they have an Aaron Rodgers or a Tom Brady they can pull out for the 2-minute drill.
So again, the Dexter Bearcat defense going to be called upon. Rebels called 2 timeouts on that defensive series, so they only have 1 timeout left. Sure, the Bearcats going to try it. Well, the Rebels have done so well at directing everything toward the middle of the field all night. Now they're going to try to want to be getting out of bounds to stop the clock. See the Bearcat coaches trying to fire them up.
No flag.
Day brought down from behind. Great pursuit from Corbin Strong. A loss of 4. Rebels shorthanded. Had a player run out on the field basically with 4 seconds left in the play, so never fully got set. And Corbin Strong, though, showing his speed, but more so his determination as he chased down Dawson Day from behind for a 4-yard loss.
There's a flag now.
Rebels got trips to the right, or left, excuse me. And we're having a discussion. Not sure what the discussion is about. Dead ball. So they're going to say it's a false start because the player never said coming out late. So that'll be a 5-yard penalty, still be first down, but 1st and 15 instead of 2nd and 14.
That actually worked against the Bearcats a little bit, maybe with the loss of down, but or not the loss of down, but
right. Well, now wait a minute. They got to mark off the 5 yards. They can't give them the ball back on the 20. Now they're marking it off. So back to the 16. The ball, original line of scrimmage, it looks to be the 21. So now they'll put the ball on the 16 to bring up 1st and 15 instead of 2nd and 14. I think if I'm Coach Pixley, I would have declined the penalty, but false start, you can't. It's not declinable.
Yep.
Because the whistles were blowing, so really the play never took place.
Even though I don't think the whistles were ever blown as part of the problem, I think the back judge.
I guess
he may have.
Wasn't blown with the authority of which it should have been. Now a discussion on how much time to put back on the clock.
I don't think 14 seconds ran off.
No.
Officials on the struggle bus a little bit here. 14-second play. Yeah. And what Dexter is saying is when the play started, the clock was at 2:25. So there's no way that
you can't go back. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's at the time of the whistle. It's what the clock goes back to, not what it was when they spotted the ball.
Bearcats trying to get them fired up a little bit on the sidelines, get the crowd, what's left of it going here.
From the shotgun, Corcoran drops back, looks across the middle, goes deep over the top. Defended by Gargis.
Defended well.
Cochran's pass.
Incomplete. Rogers underneath and Gargis over the top. The pass was intended for Jake Casey.
Jake Casey, incomplete.
I tell you, their quarterback has a cannon arm. He's throwing the ball well. That's a wet, slick ball he's throwing that well, too.
So 6 seconds off the clock. 2:14 to go in the ball game. Now 2nd and 15.
Bearcats.
So now then,
Obviously,
Bearcats are better off after running an incomplete pass play. They got an extra yard to go for second down or for first down, and from the shotgun again. Trips left.
Three receivers over here. There may be a misdirection.
Quick pitch out. Defended by Gargis. Incomplete again.
Cochran's pass.
Pass intended for Will Hopkins.
Incomplete. Gargis on coverage for the Bearcats.
I'm glad they went Gargis' direction because I think there was some miscommunication on the opposite side of the field on coverage.
And big heads-up play from Gargis because if it is complete, there is nobody else on that side of the field, and it's a diagonal sprint between Rogers and Hopkins. So 3rd and 15. Jeremy Jones out wide. Trips right, top of your screen. Corcoran rolls right. Pass underneath. Pass complete, but down in bounds as his knee went down to the 20, so it's going to bring up 4th and 11. And the clock keeps ticking now under 2 minutes. So I applaud wanting to make the reception and get the 4 yards, but at the same time, knowing you're going to be down as soon as you catch it. 4 yards and a lot of climb off the clock.
And Coach Pixley fired up as he turned around and told his sideline, let's get
after it, you betcha. And now we got a whistle.
I'm sure even at this point, Park Hills is saying, we've got a 2-hour drive.
Yes.
Let's get this thing going.
I don't know what
I don't either.
The back judge blew the whistle. I don't know if the play clock ever started. Good golly.
Yeah, this is a momentum killer for both teams at the end of the ball game. I mean,
well, it's kind of one of those things too where they were getting ready to snap the ball. The play clock was down. It was at 25 now, but it was ticking away.
Hey, Coach Pixley said, let's start it and see.
Yeah, it's ticking down.
Yeah, there it does. It works. I guess we appreciate the heads up by the officials wanting to check the play clock as we're
but it was ticking down.
Working the whole game.
I looked up when he blew the whistle and it was on 22 or 24. So 1:35 to go in the ball game, 4th and 11.
A lot of noise in Charles Bland for a low number of people.
Fake the handoff. Corcoran looking across the middle. Gets it to Mannion underneath. Cuts back. Wrapped up. Brought down by Brock Simmons from behind. Nate Gargis on the front end at the 24-yard line. So it'll be a turnover on downs with 1:27 to go. And the Rebels only have 1 timeout left.
And the Bearcats need to protect the ball right here. And get a win here on senior night, and I couldn't be more happier for these seniors. It's a good group of kids, and
It'll put the record too at 3-4 for the Bearcats, with Malden coming or going to Malden next week, and Malden really struggling this year. And where I'm going with that, Kevin, is not to get ourselves ahead of ourselves, but to get ourselves ahead of ourselves. A win with Malden, we can go into the first round of districts at an even 500 and a chance to, if we can get that first district win, to finish the season no worse than 500, which would be a huge accomplishment for these seniors. As Hager breaks through, brought down at the 7-yard line. They're going to mark him at the 9 for a first down, first and goal. Great run. Tyler Murray, number 22, on the stop for the Rebels.
well, and a little bit of background for this senior class. They have had 3 head football coaches.
On their third coach.
Starting, their freshman year.
And
3 different offensive philosophies. There have been some familiar faces with the assistant coaches, and
I think 3 wins or 4 wins is their highest win total. Last year going 4-1 and then finishing the season 0-4. 0-5. Hillis with the cutback, brought down to the 6. Clock keeps ticking. Now we've got to stop. It looks like it's going to be a timeout. I see the Rebel coach coming onto the field. So timeout, Rebels. With that timeout, we're going to take a quick break. You're watching Bearcat Football live on YHC TV.
Pizza Hut always has the $7.99 deal you can get delivered. So why go anywhere else? Don't just make it pizza night. Make it Pizza Hut pizza night and get your favorites delivered. Large 2-topping pizzas, just $7.99. Order online now. One more way no one out pizzas the Hut.
My name is Dustin Mayer. I operate Mayer Law Office, which is a full-service law firm located in Dexter, Missouri. I practice personal injury, criminal defense, workers' compensation, family, and other areas of law. As an assistant Missouri Attorney General and assistant prosecuting attorney, I've had the opportunity to try multiple cases in front of juries, and I'm willing to put that experience to work on your behalf. I'm a Southeast Missouri native, and if you hire me, you'll get the big firm experience with the small town touch. Call today for your free consultation.
And welcome back. So again, 52.7 seconds left in the game. 2nd and goal from the 5. Hillis looking to pass, Going back, and he'll take a knee. So Coach Pixley content with a 13-7 victory. And Hillis we'll see as they set the ball. There's a whistle. So now it's 2nd down. No, it's 3rd down on the box. And they will have to snap the ball, but this will be the last snap of the ball game.
Yeah, about 11.
So the Bearcats, congratulations on senior night. The reigning district champion, Park Hill Central Rebels, come to town. And the seniors get a victory to go to 3-4 on the year. A comeback victory after falling down 7-0. Park Hills will move to 4-4 on the record on the season. Maybe see a change in district rank between 3 and 4, Potosi and Park Hills. It'll be depending on Potosi's losing, but they're playing up a 4A opponent. We'll just have to see how the scores all work out and the numbers crunch. But congratulations to these Dexter Bearcats on senior night. We're going to take a break, get our stats, pay a few bills. We'll be back with the game. Thank you much.
Again, same story. A few years ago, a good friend of ours ran for a state legislative office. The night of the election, Gail and I had some friends and family over. Our friend won. His young son looked at him and said, "Dad, since you won, does that mean you can make duck season longer?" That's a good story. Best price, best service. Glenn Sane, God bless our troops.
And folks, if you've not been to the Winchester Place, come in and take a look at this facility. You don't know what you have missed.
We are very proud of this facility. A lot of people do not realize we're here, what we can offer to them, and what a facility we have. And we would like to have people come by anytime and tour us. You won't find a better place to live or better staff to take care of you anywhere Southeast Missouri. I'll guarantee it.
We are located at 400 Winchester Drive. Come down Bowman, and we sit on the corner of Bowman and Winchester.
At Ag Explore, we're farmers too. So we know that farming's never been a 9-to-5 job. Just like the farmer, we work overtime to bring you whatever it takes. Solutions like InZone help you retain 47% more nitrogen, with an overall average increase of 12 bushels per acre. Imagine what InZone can do for you. Ag Explore.
When you connect with high-speed internet from New Wave Communications, you unlock all kinds of possibilities. More gaming, more streaming and viewing, more ways to keep in touch, more ways to learn. And best of all, adding New Wave internet to your current television package won't cost a lot more thanks to New Wave's bundle discounts. In fact, if you're paying another provider for internet, switching to New Wave will probably save you money. Call or go to newwavecom.com to find more ways to bundle and save.
And welcome back to Charles Bland Stadium. As if you can see in your camera view there, the Bearcats at midfield. Coach Pixley, I'm sure, talking to these guys about battling and playing hard and not giving up, coming off a tough loss to a very good Kennett Indian team last week. But here on senior night, a win against Park Hill Central, and I don't know how long it's been, but it's been several years since Dexter's been able to pick up a win from Park Hills. Of course, that takes Dexter to 3-4, and I think Park Hills falls to 4-4. And just a big win here. They fell down 7-0 early on. Neither team able to get anything going offensively. I think defensively the Bearcats played really well tonight, but yard-wise, Dexter able to outgain the Rebels at 180 to 130, and that was kind of all in the second half. Early on in the first quarter or first half, I think both teams with about 35, less than 40 yards going into halftime. On the ground, the Bearcats ended up with a net, the net yards rushing here of 162. So, and that was carried on by Hayden Hillis. Gross yards, he had 108 yards, but, tackled a few times for a loss. And there at the end, we've seen him take about a 12-yard intentional loss. So he ended up with net yards of 70 yards, 1 touchdown, and he had the big run of 36 yards in the first half that kind of gave the Bearcats a spark. Caleb Hoggard with 57 yards on 14 carries, and then Corbin Strong, 47 yards on just 10 carries. And then, the 1 touchdown in the first half, the senior Ernesto Rivera, first game back. He got injured right before the season started, and the senior gets a touchdown tonight, 9-yard touchdown that gave the Bearcats a tie ball game. And then defensively for the Bearcats, Corbin Strong, always one of the top tacklers. He had a total of 10 tackles, 5 solo, 5 assists. Brock Simmons with 8 tackles, Braxton Foster with 8, Seth Rogers with 7, and then Nate Gargis with 3. So Bearcat seniors came out and played well tonight, and a big win on senior night, Tyler.
Yeah, it really was, and it was a hard-fought game. These Park Hill Central Rebels are usually really strong up front. They really dictate the line of scrimmage for the most part, year in and year out. Dexter really controlled the line of scrimmage. That's where the game was won tonight. Park Hills couldn't get anything going offensively. They couldn't move the ball, and Dexter was getting penetration all night up front, getting into the backfield to where Park Hills couldn't get any momentum going offensively. And, hats off to the guys up front tonight. They really made it happen for the Bearcats. And you got to look back, and the turning point of that game was that block punt by Keena.
Yeah.
Did they actually score on that?
We ended up scoring on that drive. Yeah, Hayden Hillis ran one in. That was when he reverse filled.
Yeah, you got to say that was kind of the turning point of the game right there. And Keena's come up with some big plays and special teams, and much needed there tonight when they got that block punt. Got it deep in Park Hill Central territory and cashed it in for a touchdown. And it just timely plays is what can be the difference in a game, and that was it right there, getting that block punt deep in territory to be able to cash in. And that was kind of the difference of the game, but then the defense closed it out from that point on for the remainder of the second half. And good effort by the Bearcats, all starting up front with the offense and especially defensive line. They really penetrated, made some key tackles for loss, and Park Hills, it's a tough road loss for them, especially in the district. But they're still there in the top half of the district standings. I think they're at 3. They might get bumped down to number 4 tonight if Potosi is fortunate enough to jump them in the standings. But looking ahead, Dexter's got 1 game left in the regular season. Got Malden next week on the road down in Malden, and Malden's struggling this year, which they've had about a 5-year run that's been very impressive, and Dexter's kind of been on the losing end of that side, but chance now to go down to the Swamp and get a win on the road and finish strong, which a win here tonight and then a win on the road next week against Malden. Some good wins to finish up the season, build some confidence going into that first round of district play, and we'll see what happens from there. But getting some players back from injury, that certainly helps.
Yeah, that's a biggie. I mean, the Bearcats, without 3 starting offensive linemen tonight, all seniors, and I think there's a good chance with Jake Harris and Luke Boyer that they could possibly be back. I didn't even know Jake was out tonight, but there was a chance Luke could have came back tonight, didn't make it back, but I know they want to have those guys back. They got, Ernesto back now, Seth Rogers is back, Hillis is back. Although Driscoll's done a good job stepping in for him, Hillis, brings another year of experience. He's a junior, and he can run the ball well, and he showed that tonight. So, next week, Tyler, where's YHC going to be set up at next week?
Next week we'll be down in Portageville, and it'll be Portageville and Hayti. Hayti Indians having a spectacular season. They've been pitching shutouts all year long and scoring over 50 points a game. So the Portageville Bulldogs have their hands full against the Hayti Indians. And I think we'll be down in Kennett once again next week. Sykeston and Kennett down in for that game. That'll be an interesting game, which Kennett's getting, beating Malden tonight. And they've only got 1 loss on the year. And that came to Gosnell. So they're undefeated in the state so far this year, so they'll be taking on the Sykeston Bulldogs, who will likely be down there as well. So, still some big football to be played over the next few weeks. Yeah, it does. Finally, it's been pretty warm, but boy, it turned off cool tonight. So
it did. Nasty conditions, but both teams got out there and battled, and I'm sure all over Southeast Missouri people are having to deal with this. So, I'm Kevin Bishop alongside Tyler Wagner. We had Ed Gargis along earlier as he went down to the field to meet his senior son, Nate Gargis, and congratulate him. But we appreciate you tuning in. And again, tune in next week if you'd like to see Portageville and Hayti. Hayti ranked number 1 in Class 1A in the state of Missouri, and they've been putting up some big points. So we appreciate you, and we'll see you back next Friday.